was quite the lazy day for me. I just really relaxed to kick off the new year and then straight back into it today with a couple of live streams for you guys, as well as TikTok. So it's going to be fun, and you get, my goodness, 5 hours with me today. So it's going to be quite a bit of fun, and we've got a really nice first show here. We've got Amethyst coming to you, February birthstone. So shopping ahead for those February babies in our lives. Good morning, everybody. My grandma's hopping in. Good morning. I love ya. To anyone out there, please do utilize the comment function. Comment, let us know where you're tuning in from. Introduce yourself if we have not yet met. If we're already friends, say, hey, good morning. What you up to? What's going on, girl? I love interacting with you guys. It honestly makes the show so much more fun on my end when y'all interact, because I always say, when you get used to the television side here at Shop LC, where you have a co-host, you're kind of interacting, you're ping-ponging back and forth. Here, it's a one-man show. It's a one-man thing. We've got, of course, our amazing team behind the scenes, but...
Good morning.
Good morning. Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Okay, good morning. And it can get quite exhausting, right, if it's just you talking. So I love for you guys to interact, so I can interact with you guys, and yeah. It can be fun. So get in on the chat. We have actually a whole little live stream family here, where you'll see people just chit-chatting away with one another. So I love that. We've had people literally make friends through the live stream, and I think it's just such a nice platform. If you are tuning in for the first time today, maybe you're on our Facebook page and you already watch our programming, this is a completely different platform, different setting. I'll tell you how to shop in a second. But if you have questions, if you want to compare items, this is something that we can do in the live stream that we actually cannot do on our television broadcasting. So, if we're looking at a ring and you love it, you comment, you're going to get the link, and then we go to another item and you're like, oh, wait, I actually think I might like that ring. You can ask me, and I can actually show you both side by side. That is something that I do not even have the ability to do on the television side, because once our item is done, it's pretty much taken away. Here, I have access to everything, the entire live stream. So if you want to compare shop, I get it. I'm a comparison shopper. This is a great place to be able to do so. All right. So we can do that. And also, let's just have some fun. Throw down in the comments what your New Year's goal is. We're trying out for a resolution, but just overall, maybe a goal, intention, stewarding well what you were given in 2025. How are you going to then steward that well into 2026? So let me know in the comments. I'll kind of share mine as we go through, because I've got a few things I'm trying to work into this next year. But I'm not making any big, bold resolutions. I'm just kind of doing some overall ways I'm going to operate my life a little bit differently. The first one is I'm listening to worship music on my drive into work. Typically, I listen to a podcast, and I listen to some pretty intense podcasts. And so I feel like that's not probably the best way to start my mornings when I drive to work. So I'm going to switch to worship music. I feel like that might get me in a better mood than listening to intense political podcasts first thing in the morning. So that's my first shift of the year. All right, you guys, like I mentioned, we are doing an Amethyst show. So with Amethyst, like I said, February birthstone, you're going to see the deep purple hues, kind of that eggplant purple, really vibrant, very fun gemstone. And honestly, for the most part, a very affordable gemstone as well, which I love to see. When we get into things like gold and such, of course, gold, diamonds, prices will go up. But for the most part, I love that amethyst is just such a feasible stone. And you can get these looks that, designs is what I mean, that look so incredibly expensive. So it's really nice when we're shopping amethyst, realize whoa, I'm getting that look for that price. Y'all are going to see this time and time again. The first item alone, you're going to be like, whoa, if that was any other gemstone, that'd be so expensive. So that is what we're doing today. And then in the second show this afternoon from 2 to 4, we'll have lab diamonds. So I know everybody loves their lab diamonds. I love my lab diamonds, so that will be really fun as well. Yes, Isaac, I'm actually on again. I know. I think when I was on whatever day it was, New Year's Eve, people thought, oh, she's going to get called to go do something else, or she won't make it back. But I'm here, and I'm going to be here all day long. And, well, there's still time for something to happen, but I should be here all day long, you guys. So how you shop, that's the next thing to cover. with the live stream, it is super easy to shop. Remember I was telling y'all to use the chat feature? And that's for my own benefit. I want y'all to be my co-host. But use the chat feature to shop as well. So it's super simple. You'll see up at the top, it says shop one. That will change throughout the show. So depending on the item number, it's going to say that right up there at the top of the screen. You are then going to comment shop with the item number. So exactly as you see it, shop one, send, like enter. And what that does, you are not instantaneously purchasing. Okay? So don't get stressed out. Don't start thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to instantly buy that. I don't know. I'm not positive. I like it, but I'm not. You don't have to instantly purchase. We don't even have the possibility to do that, you guys. What we're going to do is we're simply going to send you a link for the item. Okay, so it will go to your inbox. Then you can take that to the web page. You can look at the different sizes. You can look at some different photos, some different angles of the product. You can read customer reviews if we don't get to those. I do try to share customer reviews as much as I can, depending on time, because I feel like people who've actually spent their hard-earned money on products, you probably are more inclined to hear what they have to say when they're wearing it out in the world sometimes than what I have to say, right? So I like to share both of those. But that's how you shop, super easy. Now, in that shopping process, we also have a really nice bonus for you guys for shopping the live stream, and that is a specialized coupon code. So this coupon code is exclusive to our live stream viewers, and it's going to be live25. You'll see that on the screen right there behind me. You can take a screenshot. You can jot that down if you have a little notepad with you. LIVE25, and that is going to get you 25% off anything you see on our show. It is valid for 48 hours on these specific items, and then it continues to cycle through the items that you see on the live stream. So it'll be good on these items for 48 hours, and it will cycle through those shows as we go. So you can always watch these later if you make it through half the show and you're really looking for some Amethyst. You can come back to our website or even our Facebook and watch the rest of the show later to continue shopping. Or if you pop in after and you want to watch the beginning, you can do that as well. So we've got the coupon code. We know how you shop. You also get another bonus because you actually are checking out on our website. So what that means is when you check out on the web, you actually get complimentary shipping on all orders $49.99 or more. That's a big deal, you guys. We only do free shipping on Tuesdays on our television broadcast. So that's a huge deal. That's going to save you some extra money. It's going to save you enough to get a coffee. I know Isaac there said she should waste less money. Isaac, FYI, I've been doing so well this year on my coffee spending and my shoe spending.
We need coffee.
We do. You have to treat yourself to coffee.
Yeah.
January will be my month of at-home coffee for sure. I didn't really get that many holiday coffees though. That's always my weakness in December is ooh, let me get a sugar cookie latte, or I don't think I went to Dutch Brothers a single time in December, you guys, so be proud of me. That's an accomplishment. But January will definitely be at home coffee month. And actually my mom got me all geared up because for Christmas she got me a milk frother, and it does regular froth and it does cold foam. So I'm going to be making the best lattes ever. In January from home, saving money. But yes, thank you, Isaac, for calling me out on that. Isaac, I like that one. Be less shy and have more self-esteem. That's awesome. I encourage you to do that. Isaac, you should have more confidence. You are funny. You're witty. You always have the funniest things to say. Carry that with you throughout the day with your in face-to-face interactions. And I'm sure you do. But have that confidence from within because you're a great guy. You're always on here. You have so much to say. I love it. So appreciative of you. Happy New Year to everybody. Okay, so let's get into our first Amethyst piece. Don't worry, we're going to keep chit-chatting away throughout, but we'll kind of interchange things here. Ooh, one other thing is budget pay. Those are portioned out payments. I know this gets repetitive, but for anybody who's new here, it's not a Shop LC credit card. So it's not like you're opening a department store card. And I said this the other day, y'all, but I opened a department store card right after college. And I thought I had paid it off. I went deficit on it with $60 or something. And it really messed up my credit. Well, guess what? I found out on Christmas Eve, Christmas night, I couldn't sleep well. And I checked my credit score and it finally fell off because those things only last for so long. Fell off, my credit score jumped up. So I know, I was so excited. I literally ran out. I know, my mom was already asleep. I was at home, I was sleeping on the couch at our house, and I ran upstairs and I was like, Mom, my credit score went up. Oh my gosh, it finally came off. Because that $60 was just haunting me for years and years. Okay, sorry guys. I get distracted. So here's the first piece, which do y'all see what I'm talking about already? Like when you see something like this, it looks like it'd be $1,000 piece of jewelry. But what we've done here is instead of using diamonds and gold, this is going to be done in 18 karat gold vermeil, which is really nice. That means one, the only thing actually touching your skin is going to be 18 karat gold. So that's 18 karat gold over silver. And the silver that you have is going to be 18, or the gold that you have is going to be 18 karat gold, but also the amount of gold is going to be a higher level. So if you ever see something that's like gold plated, gold dipped, there's no guarantee on how much gold you're actually going to have. With vermeil, there's an industry standard on how much gold has to actually be coating the silver. So you always want to look for that word vermeil when you are looking at pieces that are gold over silver. Then we've got moissanite. Okay, moissanite is going to be your accent stones that you have featured in this actual piece. So you've got 15 baguette cut moissanites. Those are going to be kind of scattered throughout. It's a unique look because we've utilized both rounds and baguettes on the moissanite. Look at how much that stands out, right? I tried to get a top with some purple in there to see if it would kind of blend with the amethyst. Actually, it's doing pretty well there. The center stone is actually a really nice fancy stone as well. That is going to be a fancy cut. I would say it's kind of like almost like a trapezoid kind of. We're simply calling it a fancy cut, but I would say similar to like a trapezoid. And it's just under 5 carats, you guys. 4.94 carats. So you are getting a huge amethyst. That's going to be kind of a trend that you see throughout the day. One great thing about amethyst is you have a lot of big, larger stones. And again, we're not getting into the higher price point with the larger carat weights. Amethyst is a really nice gemstone if you like really big looks. For a lower cost, amethyst is the way to go. All right, so AAA on this amethyst, you're gonna have really nice color saturation. And then it is a trapezoid, like a shield kind of shape. That would be a great way to describe it as well. The chain will be included. So that 20-inch chain is included, and that is also going to be your 18 karat gold vermeil. Now, looking behind me, I'm going to walk you through kind of what that setting looks like. So, of course, we have the shield cut amethyst. That's your center stone. Now, your inner halo, this is where we see the moissanite rounds. And then the outer halo is where things get a bit interesting because we actually start alternating, sorry, getting tongue-tied, alternating between your baguette cut moissanite and your round. So it gives you a little more dynamic look, a little bit more contrast as you move between the baguette cut and the round cut moissanite. And those just alternate in that outer halo. I also love that since the inner halo is rounds and then the outer halo, you have rounds in the top, it creates a little like illusion of a kind of a little square of round moissanite up at the top. So really, really well done with the setting. You also have moissanite placed into your bail. So your bail, it's going to be bail to base beauty. On that bail, your outer edges will be done in round cut moissanite. Your inner will be done in baguette. Now, top to bottom, let's do a quick measurement. We are looking at 1 inch. 1 inch bail to base, that's the sweet spot, y'all. If you want a pendant that's going to be eye-catching, that is a size that's not too big, it's not too flashy, but it's going to be seen, right? It's going to be noticeable even from a distance. So price point on this today, we were starting at $148. We are going to be taking that down to $111, you guys. $111 after you apply the coupon code. And please make sure you apply that at checkout. It is not automatically applied. I always say that. I think sometimes we think, oh, like the live stream stuff is already pre-discounted. They know it's going to be on the live. You actually do have to put in your coupon code. Because remember, it's exclusive for those live stream viewers. So if someone comes in and, you know, they're just looking at this on the website, they won't know of that coupon code because they didn't tune in. So it's a little bonus for you guys for hanging out, tuning in, and having fun with us on the live stream. And then, of course, we've got our budget payments. Like I mentioned, not a credit card, interest-free. That's going to be $22.19 to get this home on budget pay. Also should mention, I don't know if we're still, I guess we're not in year-end clearance because it's a new year. What am I talking about? We've been in clearance on our television side, and that means no returns. But in the live stream, you will always have returns, at least as of now. 30-day joy guarantee. Our motto here is actually delivering joy, which I love because there's so many routes to delivering joy, right? It could be through your experience. It could be through the pricing. It could be through the product. But with that being said, if we're delivering joy, if you get something and you don't absolutely love it, we don't want you to be stuck with it. right? That's kind of the difficulty of online shopping or television shopping or social media shopping. I know for me, if I can't return it, it's a hard pass. I'm like, nope, because that might fit really wacky. I don't want to get stuck with something that's not going to work for me. And we don't want you to feel that way. We don't want you to feel stuck with something that doesn't work. So that's the case, just you will have those easy returns. I want to show real quick before we move on the back of this. So see, it's beautifully done here on the under gallery. And there's even that D in the center. So the D stands for DeJoy, which is our in-house brand. And that's a shortened version of delivering joy, DeJoy. So this one will be shop 1. Remember, it's a $111 price point, $22.19 on your budget pay. So comment shop 1 for your amethyst pendant. Now we've got a couple of corresponding pieces for the necklace. We're actually going to have the earrings and the ring as well. So if you like completed sets, if you like complete trifectas, suites of jewelry, we have all of that available for you. Shop 1 will be your pendant. Now I'm going to put the earrings in, and then I'll also have the ring on so that you can see both of these as we're presenting them. Good morning, John. Hello, hello. All right, let me slip these in. Oh, wow. These are showstoppers. Whoa. That's the thing about amethyst, y'all. Even earrings, I think it's 2 parts. I think one is the color is so vivid. I don't know what it is about my right ear. I can never get earrings in my right ear. This one might not happen. We might just be a left ear day. Ooh, I got it. It's my lucky day. And of course, this will correspond with the ring. So I'm putting those on so you can enjoy those while we do the ring as well. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It is gorgeous, you guys. Okay, so again, we're looking at that fancy shield cut amethyst, AAA in quality. So to kind of give y'all some perspective, like when we look at slightly lighter amethyst, and most is going to be top quality today, but okay, here's like a non-graded. So it's a little more translucent in color. Then we've got the AAA. So AAA is like top 10% of a particular gemstone. You see how it's so deeply saturated with purple, right? This is going to be a little more translucent, a little bit more of a purple hue rather than a fully saturated purple color tone, okay? So that's going to be the key difference. If you're wanting like a deep, deep, rich purple, go for the graded gemstones. Go for AAA, Quad A. If you're wanting something with that nice, slight hue of a color, but not too overpowering, you can go with non-graded gemstones. So that gives you a little lowdown on that itself. So here is the ring, same carat weight. So it's a 14 by 10 on your shield cut with the carat weight being 4.93. So again, like with the pendant, we're talking about just under 5 carats on your gorgeous amethyst. And then we get into that same moissanite design, alternating on those halos between the rounds and the baguettes. What we see here, however, that varies slightly from the pendant, obviously, is instead of those moissanite moving up the bail, they're going to be moving down the shoulders of your ring. So you'll notice here, you've actually got a little bit thicker band than you had on the bail. So on the bail, working upward, you had 2 baguettes in the center with rows of rounds on the sides, like vertically. On these, you're actually going to have 4 baguettes on each side with the rounds on the outer edges, just giving you a slightly wider band than we had on the bail. That's just going to fill in a little bit more space, cover a little bit more with your moissanite, which, to touch on moissanite real quick, you guys, is just a gemstone that I have grown so incredibly fond of. It is a man-made gemstone, but I think I always like to share this because I think it really proves what an incredible gemstone it is. So it was originally found on Earth through a meteor crater in Arizona. And Henry Moissan, who found it, he actually spent the rest of his lifetime. First, he thought it was a diamond. Okay, that's how much it sparkles. When he found out it wasn't a diamond, he spent his entire lifetime trying to recreate moissanite. That's how much this gemstone impacted him. That's how gorgeous this gemstone was. So what happened is, eventually a company did recreate moissanite, and they actually held a patent on moissanite creation through 2016. So we were not able to create moissanite until after 2016. And then, of course, when only one company can create something, what happens? The price goes up and up and up. Well, however, when more people can get into the market, pricing starts getting more competitive. So you'll see our moissanite pricing has gotten extremely competitive. It is amazing what we're able to do with moissanite. And it's not a rinky-dink cheapo stone. No, it's a really nice gemstone. So when you see the pricing on moissanite, don't let that fool you, thinking, oh, I'm getting costume jewelry. No, you're getting a gorgeous gemstone. For those accent stones, we've just been able to, with the fact that now multiple people can manufacture moissanite, it's given us a lot more wiggle room on the pricing that we're able to do. All right, so your ring price is actually going to be a direct match to the pendant. That price point is going to be a $111 with a $22.19 budget pay. Here those two are together, the pendant and the ring. Like I said, direct match on carat weight those. Obviously the earrings, when we get to those in a minute, you'll see they're slightly smaller, but that just makes sense, right? Because this would be a little aggressive if we had this size of the pendant up close to the ear. All right, you guys, your ring will be shop 2. Look at that, gorgeous. Oh my goodness, love this. This is going to be a fun show in Amethyst, you guys. I keep looking ahead to what we have, and I'm like, whoa, got some really nice Amethyst pieces coming at you. All right, shop 2 for your ring. Oh, Miss Terry Masters, my mom. Happy New Year to everyone. We have, let's see. Oh, Isaac, well, you got to tell me, what's your tagline for Marissa? I don't have a tagline. Isaac, hello. I want a tagline too. Is it like Real Housewives style taglines? I'd be interested to know.
Lasting Luxury with Lauren.
Oh, is that the name of the show? Or you just came up with that?
I just made that up.
Oh my gosh, you're good. That's a good one. I was like, whoa, is that the name of this show? That's a good one. I like that. Lasting Luxury. I like that a lot. Yeah, it is beautiful. All right, friends, we will continue on to the final piece of this little trifecta, your earrings. Yes, Miss Pat, it is a gorgeous ring. Oh, bring the pain with Marissa Lane. I hope we're not bringing too much pain to the live stream. Maybe pain to your wallet sometimes, but
that's why I shot mine out first. I comes out with some interesting things.
That's a good one in the rhyming category, and it's almost like a good pain though when you shop. It's like working out and like feeling the burn. You know, we're gonna consider it that, Isaac. Okay. Let's see. Excited for these earrings, you guys. What else do we have? Isaac, I know you were saying something. Oh my gosh, Isaac. I do not think that's the case. I don't think if you make coffee at home, you'll save $2,000 in a year. I don't buy coffee that much. I don't think. I don't. I really don't. Okay, so final piece in our trifecta, we have the gorgeous earrings. So I just love the overall design of these. I think the shield cut kind of takes these to another level. Very elegant and very unique, right? Again, we're getting into this category of just very like intricate, unique detailing, but at a price point that doesn't reflect all of the creativity that you're getting in all of these pieces. So here are, I guess that is true, Isaac, if people spend $6 a day on coffee. And some people do go every day. I've never been that person, y'all. Whenever you see me here with my cup, this means it's from home or it's from our break room, which the coffee is in, but you can make it okay.
It's free.
It's free, exactly.
But I got you.
It is free, which makes it taste better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here are your earrings. So you're actually getting nearly matched carat weight, but it's going to be split in 2. So whatever carat weight you ever read on an earring, that's between both ears. So 4.9 means half of that on each ear. So 4.9 total carat weight in your amethyst. So again, nearly 5 carats, about 2.5 carats per ear on the amethyst alone, and then about half a carat per ear from your moissanite. But like I mentioned, we just always split that when we're looking at earring carat weight. AAA, of course, we're going to keep that going with this trifecta here. You want all the gemstones in your complete set to match perfectly. So with AAA on the pendant and the ring, we're going to bring AAA in on the earrings as well. So let's take a peek. Same general style, right? You've got your shield cut amethyst with the double halo. There's just going to be no additional moissanite here as far as like moving up the earring because it is a dangle earring, but it's got a lever back. So it's not like a dangle with a traditional closure where we would have maybe put moissanite going up. It's a lever back, which I love. That takes out having to worry about an earring back. I don't know about y'all. I said it on here before. I have dozens of earrings and I have about 2 pairs of earring backs. I don't know what happens. They just disappear. So I'm moving my earring backs from this pair to that pair. So having a lever back is really nice because you're not even thinking about an earring back. If you're traveling or anything, you just throw them in your little travel case and you're out the door. Okay, so price point of these, we are starting at $219.99, so $220 roundabout, bringing you down to $165. So under $200 for this look, right? That's a big look on those earrings. And then your budget pay is going to come to $33. Now, on any of those pages, there's an opportunity to potentially do a bundle and save. And Elias and I a long time ago discovered that in most cases, our system will let you stack your discount potentially. So go check that out. If you wanted to do the bundle and save, your budget pay would be about $66 roundabout to get home all 3 pieces. Isn't that amazing, you guys? So go check out the bundle and save opportunity, because if I could get 3 pieces of jewelry home on a budget pay for $65, count me in, right? I mean, that's amazing. Your overall price with the bundle and save, $328.92 when you stack those discounts. So if you have any issues, you can always call our personal shoppers as well. We have a personal shopper line designated to the live stream. They kind of know what's going on with our coupon code and whatnot, so they can help you if you have any questions. There's that number behind me. Again, feel free to screenshot if you're utilizing a smartphone, or if you have a little notepad, jot that down. 888-835-2237. All right. Isaac, only 1,000 a year. No, not even that. I'm not that crazy, you guys. I've mentioned treating myself occasionally, but it's not a daily thing. Honestly, most of the time, it's not even a weekly thing. Unless I'm like on vacation or something, that's different. You want to try new places and cute little coffee shops. I think at this point, that's actually one of the highlights of vacation for me is, ooh, what cute coffee shops are in this area? What new places can I try? Which is actually a pretty affordable thing to do on vacation when you think about it. The other things you could, go do a big excursion or something, or go to an amusement park. Getting a coffee at a cute coffee shop's actually saving me money in the long term. Okay, you guys, those will be shop 3, and that actually completes our shield cut trifecta. So if you only saw the earrings, go back and watch the beginning of the show later, and you can actually look at the other 2 pieces, the pendant and the ring as well. Tangents and deals with lovely Lauren. I will take it, because I will say I am the tangent queen, but tangents make life fun, don't they? We get to the business part, but you got to have a little fun in life. You can't be all business. That's what makes the live stream different than television, right? Is we get to interact. We get to chit chat. Okay, y'all. This is so custom looking. And of course, this is a GP collection piece, which as soon as I say the word GP, it's like, oh yeah, okay. We're looking at something incredible. Gaia has truly carried on her family's legacy in the most amazing way. Gaia actually has her own outside line of jewelry as well in Italy. So if you're ever interested in Gaia's additional pieces in her collection, you can see those, I think, through her Instagram account. But, Gaia really does. She mentioned when we were in Italy and we weren't able to do our live show, but we did go meet up and have a little sangria together. So it was sweet. But Gaia mentioned that, she does the Shop LC line truly for you guys because y'all love the pieces so much, and for her father who's passed, because he had such a great relationship with Shop LC, and she wants to carry on his legacy. And so she takes so much pride in this line that it really is like a work of love. Every single piece. Actually, when we were there, in Italy, she couldn't stay long because in a couple of days after that, she was heading to India for 14 days, you guys. She wasn't going on a fun trip to India. She was, not that it wasn't fun, but she was going to India to go to our manufacturing so that she could check every GP collection piece. She individually checks the gemstones, right? She wants to make sure every gemstone that's going to have the GP logo stamped to it is of top quality. She wants to make sure the designs that she drew out when they're actually, 3D invermating with gemstones translate, right? They translate the way she envisioned in her head. So she is so hands-on from start to finish. A little surprise, actually, Gaia is going to be joining us at our February Gem Fest. So February 20th and 21st, Gaia will be right here in Austin, Texas. She is going to be with us at Gem Fest. So you can all get to know her in person. You can meet her. She is one of the most pleasant people you will ever meet. She's welcoming. She's warm. I mean, she's Italian, so of course she is, right? Just some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Okay, so let's get into this GP collection ring. Look at that setting, you guys. Okay, so it's set very high. And it is done throughout with one, you have the secret blue sapphire. But then your accent stones on this one are going to be white zircon. Now let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's always a little kind of a fun scavenger hunt to find your hidden sapphire. There's the hidden sapphire. This one, I've never seen the secret sapphire within the band before. They're really getting creative on that secret sapphire. I love that. But then you've got white zircon literally holding up the stone. So this is traditionally a hidden halo, right? Where it's actually kind of placed under the stone. But then you've also got these precisely placed white zircon kind of in the setting that holds up the stone. So in that space there that you have holding up your stone, you have additional white zircon. You then have on the side kind of this fanning out effect. You can see that better here. You have the zircon that fans out as you make your way down the side of the band. It truly looks like a piece that was handed down from your great-great-grandmother, right? I mean, it's so detailed. There's so much intricacy. It has this kind of Victorian-like presence to it when you look at that hidden halo, because the hidden halo, most hidden halos, like if you go into a bridal store, it's become a very popular trend in bridal designs. Most hidden halos are just straight around. This hidden halo is actually kind of like on a curve. So it's almost like a curve underneath that stone, like a ribboning underneath the stone, which gives it a very Victorian presence. A massive, gorgeous African amethyst here on this one. It's going to be premium on that stone, so it's not quite to the degree of like a triple A or a quad A, but it is going to be nice, rich, and saturated in the fact that it's premium. And then you have all of that white zircon. This is one that I would definitely suggest. Go ahead and comment shop for. I don't think all of the little details that are on this ring can fully be translated through the live stream. I think it's something that you need to look at all the photos we have on the website of all the different angles and close-up shots to really take in all of the detail, because I just can't quite do it justice through the camera lens. Okay. So if you're interested at all, please comment shop for so that you can look at all of those little intricacies, all of those little details. It's a really incredible ring. And just knowing the intent behind it, knowing the mindset behind it, knowing the thought process behind it with Gaia, to me, makes it all the more special. So start price on this one is going to be $175. We'll then apply that coupon code, bringing you down to $131. $131. And then your budget pay gets you at $26 to get this one home. Look how high it sits off the finger. I love that as well. Now, of course, a high profile ring might not be good for every day, but like if you wear gloves a lot, you're not going to want to deal with a high profile ring, or you don't want to get stuck on things with your kids a lot. But if you have occasions where you can wear a high profile, it just allows light to come in from under that stone and gives you so much beauty and so much brightness. All right, friends, this one will be shop 4. Shop 4 for our GP gorgeousness right there. Isaac, you were supposed to find me an Italian woman. I didn't even get a t-shirt. That should actually be a shirt that they sell in Italy. Came here for an Italian wife, didn't, and all I got was this t-shirt. That would actually be pretty funny. Okay. Isaac, that's what you should do. You should start designing some funny t-shirts. You've always got funny catchphrases. Not just for us, but just in life. That could totally be a little second job. So many people are doing stuff like that online. It's so easy nowadays. Okay, so now we're bringing in our first bracelet. I love this because we have 4 bracelets, you guys. We don't often have that many bracelets. That's a good amount of bracelets. And wow, this is hefty. You are going to be like, whoa, when you put this on the wrist. We are sold out here on this one in size 6.5, but we have 7 1/4 and 8. And I will let you in as soon as I get this on how the 7 1/4 fits. Y'all know I'm traditionally a 6.5. So this is the 7 1/4. I am not worried that it's going to fall off in the slightest. You can shake it around, drop it down, nothing. So it just has a little bit more drape. If you're okay with that, I mean, think about it. It's not going to do that. Most of the time we're in action. So if you're okay with a little bit more drape, you could go with the 7 1/4 if you traditionally go for a 6.5. we're getting into some major carat weight, you guys, when it comes to this bracelet, right? So, good morning. Beautiful jewelry, especially. Thank you. Love you. I got my whole family in here this morning. That's a nice way to start the day, right? So we've got African amethyst. Every single one of your African amethyst stones will be a pair cut, 45. Those are 7 by 5 millimeter pairs. And those go all the way around the wrist, not just in one row, but actually in 2 rows. So you've got 2 rows of African amethyst. And then you have Sleeping Beauty turquoise. The Sleeping Beauty turquoise has been very meticulously placed. So the Sleeping Beauty turquoise was added to give you a really cohesive design, a straight line design. So you'll notice here, as we're alternating the pear shapes across the wrist, or there would be a little bit of an open space, we filled that in, right? Because if you were oval to oval, this has a little bit thickness. We filled in this space with your Sleeping Beauty turquoise so that you get a completely straight look all the way around the wrist. Now this one will be done in rhodium over sterling silver. What we've seen so far has been an 18 karat gold vermeil. Same concept, but rhodium over sterling is adding rhodium over your sterling silver instead of gold. Rhodium, it's part of the platinum family, okay? So you're going to get a beautiful high polish. You're going to get a mirrored-like finish. So if you like that very clean, crisp, almost white gold look, platinum look, rhodium over sterling is going to be the way you want to go. I kind of typically think of it as like when I see things with an 18 karat gold vermeil, oftentimes there's a little bit more of a classic look, a traditional look. And then when you see items in like a rhodium or sterling silver, a little bit more of a modern take, right? Very crisp, very clean, a little bit more minimalistic just with the metal tone alone, which is interesting, right? How metal tone can actually change the way you see a particular item. Now, friends, this bracelet right here is a 5-star rated item. How amazing is that, right? 5-star rating from a customer who's actually spent their hard-earned money, just like you, on a bracelet like this. Jane G wrote, "This is a beautiful bracelet. Lots of compliments." Who doesn't love a good compliment, right? I know I do. I would much rather a compliment than a mean comment, right? Very happy with it. Thank you, Jane. And honestly, you guys, if you ever purchased anything, please leave a review. I love being able to share this with you guys. Customer feedback, Shopify takes very seriously. And also, it's really nice to have that feedback because it allows us to share with others. And even things that we don't have on the live stream, when people go to shop the website, if there's a review there, like I say do it because you probably would like to read reviews, right? Before I travel, if there's a hotel or, a rental car company or whatever, I am going through those reviews like, okay, if it's a rental car company, do they try to sneak in hidden fees? Do they do this? Do they do that? Because of course the rental car company is not going to write all of that on their thing when you're booking. But people who've actually booked with them will let you know, actually they make you get the insurance or they do this or they do that. Or hotels, right? The hotel's going to put the best photos. Someone who's actually stayed there, might post, well, actually the rooms weren't that clean or this or that. Or they might say, rooms were amazing. View was even better than photos. So that's what I encourage y'all to share because your opinion honestly carries so much weight because we want to know what people who are wearing this to family dinner, wearing this to church on Sunday, wearing this on vacation are actually thinking, feeling, and experiencing when wearing these pieces of jewelry. So your start price on this one is going to be $399. We're just going to take that right on down to $300 with your coupon code, and then you will get a $60 budget pay. So $60 for mega carat weight, you guys. In the 7 1/4, you're actually getting 31 1/4 carats of gemstones. That's going to be between the amethyst and the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So that's like massive, major carat weight. The amethyst alone are 28 1/4 carat weight. 28 carats. Now, this is non-graded, but look at the color saturation. That's a rich, deep purple. So sometimes even if it's not graded, you're still going to get really rich purple tones. And what do y'all think? I really love the contrast between the Sleeping Beauty and the amethyst. I don't know. What do y'all think? Would y'all like that color combination? There's some combinations where I'm like, I don't know, but I like this one. I know they're both really bright gemstones. Sometimes we kind of like to see things that are a little more, one like softer gemstone with one stronger gemstone. These are both very strong, but I think they make a really beautiful combination. All right, friends, your first bracelet will be shop 5. Shop 5 for bracelet number 1. Like I said, we're going to have more. Let's just get the party started with the bracelets. We're going to get back into some rings in a moment here. Yes, okay, so y'all are liking that combination. Got it. Isaac, again, you need a comedy show. Okay, so we have a trillion cut. This is going to be where we get into the luxury category with our amethyst. I mentioned this earlier, and then I didn't mention it to this extent. But one thing I really love that we do here at Shop LC is we want everyone to enjoy beautiful jewelry. So we truly try to bring you different price points through utilizing different materials, right? And I think this is so smart because it allows everyone to own amethyst. It allows everyone to own these different gemstones that if you walked into a jewelry store, you might be walking right back out because you couldn't afford it, right? But with gemstone jewelry like this, or here at Shop LC, shall I say, we make something for everyone. And that's what I love. So if you do want your luxury, you want gold, you want diamonds, we got you covered as well. Okay, so like I said, trillion cut on your amethyst. Now the trillion cut is a cut that was originally done by Tiffany & Co. And it was originally created for tanzanite. Now other gemstones have now kind of taken on the trillion cut. And I think amethyst is really beautiful in a trillion cut. Not all gemstones to me, like a diamond in a trillion, my personal opinion, it's not my favorite. However, amethyst in a trillion, I think it allows the beauty of the stone to really be showcased. So that trillion cut is 5 carats 83. Okay, so we are now getting into the largest we've seen so far at almost 6 carats on your amethyst. It's going to be a triple A on your Lusaka amethyst. And then we have graded diamonds. All right, graded diamonds, and that's going to be about 10 points or so. No, actually about 20 points on your graded diamonds, 22 on your graded diamonds. And those are very subtle. They're in that outer halo, which there's a little uniqueness to that halo. If you look on the screen behind me, you'll notice it's not just all the way around the trillion cut. So actually on those 3 corners, what you see there is there's a little break in the halo, and it almost just kind of looks like this very soft ribboning around the stone. So it's not like a set traditional halo. It's more like a little ribbon of diamonds that's just kind of wrapping around the stone. Of course, in your gold as well, right? So this is going to be in 10 karat yellow gold. 10 karat yellow gold. So a great thing to think about here is if you want wearability, 10 karat gold is a really great place to be. It's going to be a super durable variation of gold. When you get into, let's say, 18, 22, 24, it's going to be so malleable. It's a little bit harder to wear. 14 karat gold is very, very easy to wear. Measure this in inches for you because it is quite large. You're looking at about 1/2 inch right through the center of that stone. So price point on this one is not the price point you're seeing. Like, we're not even starting at $14.69. We have reduced this, so this is probably leftover from clearance, but you're not in the confines of no returns clearance. So this is actually priced at $1,102. That's your start price. We're taking you under $1,000 for nearly 6 carats of amethyst with diamonds and gold. You're actually going to be looking at $826. What an incredible price point, you guys. $826. Wow. That is so good. And then you have a budget pay of $165. $165 to get that one home. If it's your birthstone, maybe you do want to invest in a gold piece, right? Something that you can cherish forever, pass on to your family in time. And they're always going to remember, oh yeah, that's my mom's birthstone. This is representative of my mom or my grandmother. That might be a great opportunity to treat yourself to something in gold. Sizing on this is going to go from 5 up through 10 with those half sizes available as well. Now, if you needed something larger, there's a little bell. You can click on the size 11 and input your email. If we get one back in stock, we'll notify you. But being that it's in gold, you could likely have this size at a local jeweler if you wanted to, which it should be pretty simple. The back of the band is very very, it's a basic back of the band is what I'm trying to say. So it should be really, really easy to size. And again, it's a 5-star rated item. So go check out those reviews behind the scenes. I just feel like it's such a gorgeous way. Sometimes with these more luxurious pieces, right, we don't need a lot of fluff. We don't need a lot of extra design details. You just want simplicity, right? Thank you. So let's see here. We had Simply Gorgeous. I like that, short but sweet. And then Lori wrote Amazing Amethyst. I have a lot of amethyst, but none quite like this. It does have the flashes of blue and red visible. It's a high quality stone. I don't think you will be disappointed. I love that. Thank you, Lori. I love that she mentioned the flashes of red and blue, because when you do get into the graded amethyst, the AAA, the Quad A, you actually will notice these internal flashes of red and blue. It's almost when you look at tanzanite, you see those flashes of purple and red, but it's going to be red and blue within the amethyst. And it's hard to see through the screen, but you really do. You do see the flashes of red, especially when you're looking down at the stone with light applied. Like if you're out in the sunlight and you move your hand, you're going to notice those flashes of red and blue that just make amethyst so incredibly beautiful. All right, friends, this one will be shop 6. Okay, shop 6 on that gorgeous trillion cut amethyst. Ooh, aquamarine in a trillion cut, also pear cut. I don't know that I've ever seen an aquamarine in a trillion cut. Is that something that we've had? Because I actually don't know that I've ever seen that. It would be pretty. I think an aquamarine, I don't know. I really like aquamarine in an oval. But it would be really pretty in a trillion. That's an interesting, I'm wondering if that's something we've had and I just forgot about it. Okay, you guys, talk about simplicity, right? I keep mentioning that when we get into the luxury pieces, when we get into gold, sometimes simplicity is key. You don't need too much because sometimes too much is too distracting. And so when you are paying a premium to have something like a AAA stone, you want all eyes to be on the stone because that's what you're paying for, right? You're paying for that grading. You're paying for a AAA stone. So you want all eyes to be focused on that stone. Now, what I love about this ring, I'm just going to get straight into my favorite part of this ring, is the setting. Okay, so it's very high profile, but in addition to being high profile, it has this crown or cage-like setting. So you actually see the entire gemstone from top to bottom. You see the entire gemstone through this cage-like setting. I'm going to show y'all that up close. You see what I mean? You see the entire gemstone all the way around. Now, that setting is going to be done in gold. It's going to be done in a rose gold. So rose gold with amethyst, I love that, right? Rose gold's giving you those little pink tones, those pink kind of hues in your jewelry. So pink and purple, I mean, always a good combination, right? I remember when I was a kid, my favorite color has always been pink. And I think a lot of girls, our favorite color is pink. And so, you know, when you go around the circle and say like your favorite color, I don't know the things kids do, but if someone else had already said pink, I don't know why you couldn't say it. Now I'm thinking back, I'm like, why couldn't we just have the same favorite color? But if someone had already said pink, I would say purple because I feel like they're similar colors in some way. They're kind of like sister colors. Does that make sense? I think so. They both have red in them, right? What purple is red and blue and pink is red and white. So maybe that's why. Okay. Huge round stone. That's all you're going to see when you first look at this. It's just like a massive boulder of amethyst right there on the hand. That is a 9 carat 60 amethyst. Okay. I started off the show by saying these are going to be massive carat weights. Amethyst is a gemstone that we tend to see massive, massive carat weights. Huge gemstones. Huge carat weights. It's a 14 millimeter stone. 14 millimeters. That's huge. That's over a centimeter, you guys. I never thought about it that way. Whoa. Okay, that's a massive ring. Now, just because all you see is the amethyst when you first look at the ring, does not mean that you don't have diamonds, because you do. Now, not in a hidden halo on this one, but you actually have diamonds moving downward on the side of the band. So moving you into that band, kind of that, what do you call it? That the like kind of bar holding up the entire setting is going to be decked out in diamonds. So you have 4 diamonds on each side, 10 points of graded diamonds, and they're kind of in those beams, I would say, like beams, like holding up a house, a beach house or something, holding up that stone there on the side, and they just kind of make their way into the band. So it's that transition from the gemstone down to the band. So take another peek at that one. It is one of those things. It's like an amethyst stop sign. It's like, whoa, there you go. All you see is amethyst when you look at my hand right now. We talked about sizing. No, we didn't. So I'm thinking of the other ring. We have 5 through 11. So full size range, you guys. 5 through 11 with half sizes as well. Okay, at 5 through 11. At price point, this is actually really, really crazy, you guys. So it was $870. That's the price that y'all are seeing. We have it left over clearance at $652.49. Then we're applying your coupon code. So you can actually get home a massive amethyst in gold with diamonds for $489. $489, you guys. That makes no sense. That is wild pricing. That's like Vermeil pricing for this size of an amethyst. And then we get down to our budget pay. You can pay under $100, $97 to get home this very ring. Try it on, fall in love. And again, I'm looking at it from above. I see so much blue in this stone, so much neon magnetic blue as I look down into that round cut amethyst. It's gorgeous. All right, friends, this one will be shop 7. Oh, I've seen it marquee settings before on Shop LC. Is that amethyst or aquamarine? I wonder. Yes, she is creating her own jewelry, Isaac. She's designing her own jewelry. And she's confident. She said, I would be excellent at designing rings. She probably would be. Because I think jewelry collectors, my grandmother has quite a bit of jewelry. Jewelry collectors and wearers of jewelry, they know what to put into designs, right? Because you wear jewelry so much, you know, oh, this would be great. And this would work out. And this would actually be very functional. Excellent price and beautiful. I know. The price is insane on that. I'm kind of in shock, you guys. Oh, good point, Isaac. Getting the loose on the dollar auctions and then creating jewelry. That'd be kind of neat. I'm telling y'all, I really I've made it this many years here at Shop LC without purchasing a single thing from the dollar auctions. And I'm keeping it that way because everyone I hear of who starts the dollar auctions becomes hooked. And I love to shop, you guys. I do. So, and I love deals. That's the thing. I actually ran to Hobby Lobby on my way to work this morning because they marked all their holiday down to 90% off. So I ran in there on my way to work, which they opened at 9. I got there at like 9:15 and everything was pretty much sold out. Like, I guess people were waiting at the door. I'm like, okay, I'm not that much of a dealaholic, but I do like getting a good deal. But they were pretty much cleared out. By the time, like within 15 minutes, they were cleared out of all the deals. So crazy, right? But I mean, 90% off. That's when you want to buy your Christmas decor for next year is when it's 90% off. Okay. So we're going to get into our second bracelet. If y'all have a Hobby Lobby near you, go check it out. 90% off today. See what they might have left. I know last year I went like even late in the day and I got some great like ribbon and garland that I guess just didn't fit with other people's decor, but it had like the buffalo plaid, the red and black buffalo plaid, which I use a lot in my Christmas decor. And this year I like wrapped it around garland and it was so nice. So that was a good find. I think it was like 80 cents per strand. And I got some little ornaments as gifts last year that were like 10 cents. So it is a good time to go check and just see if there's anything remaining that like nobody else liked that might fit into your home decor. You never know. Isaac, holy mackerel. Isaac said, I bought lots of silver items when it was $30 an ounce. Now it's $75. That's really smart. Really, really smart. Precious metals, you guys, are going crazy. I think Hunter did say the other day, things are kind of evening out right now. Now, of course, they are still worth much more than they previously were. So, you know, you're still going to be coming out on top with purchasing. I think now it's starting to even out just a little bit. But definitely still smart move, Isaac, to get that while you can. And then in time, it could go up even more. And then you're just kind of increasing on stuff you've already purchased. All right. So we're getting back into GP Collection. One of my favorites, you guys. And I might be a little partial because I do love Gaia so much and she's a personal friend. But whenever I see her pieces like this one, before I even knew it was GP, I loved it. So I think just her overall aesthetic, what she strives for in GP Collection pieces is very much so my personal style. I love very feminine pieces, soft pieces, dainty, kind of just like bring in the elegance. That's my kind of jewelry. And so I feel like Gaia, we have very similar tastes. And so I love to see her jewelry. So this will be part of her Art Deco collection. And she is actually utilizing such a unique combination stone here with the African amethyst. Gaia has incorporated freshwater pearls. Freshwater pearls and African amethyst. What a, like, match made in heaven, right? Freshwater pearls and African amethyst. I love this combination, you guys. I can't get over that. So you've got your African amethyst. These are going to be octagon cut, 7 by 5 millimeters, minimum of 16 African amethysts in these. You then alternate between your African amethyst and your freshwater pearls. So in between each amethyst, you're going to have 2 pearls and a white zircon. 2 white. One white zircon, 2 white zircon. Well, 2 baby white zircon. So you'll notice here as well, of course, with anything Gaia, you're going to see the GP logo on the interior. That's right under the clasp. And then you'll also have what I call the secret sapphire. So this is the GP collection, like, stamp of authenticity, essentially. So started with Gaia's dad. Gaia has continued it. Any GP collection piece, there's a secret sapphire. So it's not something that anyone else will see. It's on the interior of the piece. But I love this because it's a secret between, like, it's your own secret, right? You know, there are people who, like, on their wedding pieces, they'll have either an inscription or they might have like their spouse's gemstone planted in on the inside of the band. And so it's just something that the world doesn't need to see, but you know it's there. And so I love that with GP pieces is we don't need to see that additional blue sapphire. It's not there to be flashy. It's this little symbol. And, like, you know, hey, I'm wearing a GP original. I'm wearing something that Gaia designed from her heart. It's like allowing you a little part of being a part of that family. It's really, really special. So rhodium over sterling silver here. Now I want to show you all the closure. It is going to have an insert tab closure with a double safety. And that's going to be a high polished closure. So there will be a little bit of break in the stone because you have that high polished closure. But I just love this design. Straight down. And in between, that's actually why they've added the 2 petite white zircon in between so that the thickness is completely symmetrical as you move down. So you've got the amethyst with those pearls and white zircon in between each one. And the pearls, to me, pearls make everything more feminine, right? Pearls have this essence of just like soft, gentle, so feminine, sweet. That's what you get when you're looking at pearl jewelry. So I love it. I love the cutting even on the amethyst. It's a really nice cut. Sizing on this one, you're going to have 6.5, 7 1/4, and an 8-inch. So all 3 sizes are currently available in your GP collection amethyst and freshwater pearl bracelet. So that is great because every wrist out there can have this bracelet on it if you so desire. Price point today, we were starting at $335. After your coupon code, we're going to bring you down to $251, and then we're going to get you to a $50 budget pay. So, you know, something that one of our hosts, Steve, says is he says that's kind of like your try-on price, right? So you pay $50, you get to try it on. You get to get it home, see how it matches. Maybe you're trying to match it with other amethyst jewelry. Maybe you have a pair of earrings, or maybe you have pearl jewelry, and you're like, ooh, would that blend? I love having jewelry with multiple gemstones. It opens up, right? It opens up the opportunities you have to mix and match when you have other gemstones. Because now this is a piece that you can wear with pearls, you can wear with white zircon, you can wear with amethyst. It just allows you more opportunities to mix and match, blend different things together. Alrighty, friends, this one will be Shop 8. Shop 8 for our second GP collection piece of the show. How lucky are we? Not 1, but 2 Gaia Perez collection pieces. It's our lucky day. All right. How's everybody doing out there? We are entering into the second hour of our show. So as we enter in, we might have some people who are just now tuning in. I want to kind of give you all the lowdown of what we have going on here on the live stream. So welcome. My name is Lauren Masters. You can find me on social media at Miss, M-I-S-S, Lauren, L-A-U-R-E-N, Masters. I would love to connect with any of you there. And we are doing our Shop LC live stream. So if you've never heard of Shop LC, maybe you're just scrolling and you're going, what is this? We are actually a home shopping channel. Good old-fashioned home shopping channel. You know of them. We are one of them. We're actually one of the fastest growing home shopping channels in the business. But before we were ever a home shopping channel, we got our start. Isaac, you're right. We do get to do 11-11. Ooh. It's been so long since we've done an 11-11 wish. So that I had completely forgotten. I do them, but we haven't gotten to do them collectively. So it'll be nice. Long before we were ever a home shopping channel, we were actually a jewelry manufacturer. So we would sell jewelry to big stores. We would sell jewelry to other home shopping channels. And eventually our founder was like, maybe we should do a home shopping channel. Maybe we should cut out the middleman and we should start bringing our jewelry directly to the consumers. That's going to allow us to bring in a lower price point because we're cutting out, that markup. Every time something goes through a different channel, markup. It's just the name of the game. But if we're manufacturing it and we're bringing it straight to you, we don't have to do as much markup, right? So it has been a way for us to bring you incredible price jewelry. Now, LC stands for low cost. So we actually started out with the shop low cost and then shortened that down to shop LC. So it is I would say we are likely the most low cost when it comes to a home shopping channel. And that's because we're manufacturing our own products. So it's not going through a bunch of channels. We're not paying for a storefront. It's going directly from us to you. And that's how you get the pricing you see. So if it's your first time and you're feeling like, I don't really understand what is going on. This pricing seemed a little too good to be true. It's not. It's true. We just simply manufacture the jewelry. Now, on the live stream, it's very easy to shop. You're going to use the comment feature. So when you like something, you will comment that number that you see right up there at the top of your screen. That bracelet we just did was shop 8. So put that in, enter, and we will send you the link to purchase. There is no instantaneous charges, okay? We cannot charge you through the phone like that. I know some online platforms are set up that way. We will not do that. We will simply send you the link that will take you to the website. You will then check out on our website. You'll get complimentary shipping on all orders $49.99 or more. And you can also input our coupon code, which will be LIVE, LIVE 25. And that gets you 25% off. So that's the lowdown. We are in the middle of an Amethyst show. So we are about halfway through. We have an hour left. So we are halfway through. We've got a wide variety of gorgeous amethyst pieces to bring to you guys. And I'm very excited to be able to do this with you because it's just such a beautiful gemstone. And I also love that Gaia has so many amethyst pieces because I love getting into the GP collection on the live streams. All right, let us know if you have any questions. And also, guys, continue to share your New Year's goals, intentions, however you're approaching it this year, your New Year's prayers, the things that you're believing in God for this year. Continue to share those because I would just love to hear. I might get inspired by some of y'all's. I shared earlier I was going to commit to listening to worship music on my way to work instead of podcast to get myself in a different mood as I walk into work. Another one I'm trying to do is with friendships, right? Like leaning deeper into some of the, great friendships I've gotten over the years and kind of focusing on quality rather than quantity, not trying to necessarily meet new people, but trying to spend more time and really really nurture the relationships that I have. Because I think sometimes we get busy and you might have great friends that you start losing contact with or you don't see as much. And so that's going to be one of my main goals this year is really leaning into the friendships I already have. I think that's something that just happens as you get older, right? Okay, so we have seen African amethyst the entire show. Well, we're changing it up. African amethyst is going to be that eggplant, Barney almost, purple. It's bright, it's vibrant. Rose de France amethyst is different. It's completely different. It's soft. It's more of a lavender color tone. So when you see the Rose de France Amethyst, it's going to have this very soft, almost like feminine color tone with this underlying like lavender essence to it. This piece, it is from the Italian Garden collection by GP. One of the most beautiful amethyst necklaces I have ever seen. The detail on this is so sweet, so feminine. If you love feminine jewelry, okay, this, oh my goodness. The way Gaia designed this is like, if you love to wear florals, if you wear fun floral, flowy tops, flowy dresses, this is a necklace you absolutely need in your jewelry box. Like, you gotta have it. I'm going to walk you through the design. I'm in love. I'm about to put it on as well. Oh my goodness. So you have 19 Rose de France amethysts moving throughout the necklace. It's going to come right to your collarbone with the gemstones, and the back will be your chain portion. That's another great way for us to save you a little bit of money there. 14.34 carats on your Rose de France amethyst. And then you've got white zircon, but the white zircon is not just placed in between those amethysts. No. There is some design detail that is so beautiful. So in between each amethyst, you have this sweet little flower, this sweet little rose. And when you see it in person, you guys, it's so intricately done. Like, you see every petal of the flower, and then right there, the bud of the flower is where Gaia has placed the white zircon. So in between each amethyst, you have this beautiful little flower, and it's soft and it's feminine, and it's just so, so sweet. Right? We see a lot of bold jewelry when we get into amethyst. Bold pieces, striking pieces. And we're going to have some more bold pieces. Like, we're going to be sticking on that train. This is a little detour from the really bold pieces in African amethyst. This is where you get some nice, like, soft amethyst. I'm just in love. So you'll notice here are your flowers. They're done in rose gold vermeil. So Rose de France amethyst is traditionally going to be done in rose gold vermeil because of that kind of softer undertone that I was talking about. You do have a lobster claw closure here on the back, and that's going to give you 2 inches of adjustability. So this can go from 18 down to 20. Now with a necklace like this, having that adjustability is really nice because this is not just like a pendant. This is a full neck piece. This is going to take on or fill in the entire neckline. So with a piece like this, having the adjustability is great because you can actually lengthen it or shorten it so that whatever you're wearing that day, it perfectly fits within your neckline. Oh my goodness, you guys, look. It actually hits, when I do it at 18, it doesn't even hit at the collarbone. It hits higher. It hits right at the top of the neck, the base of the neck, and then goes down. So if you had your hair down, people would look at that, and at first glance, you're just going to think those gemstones move all the way around the neckline. And not with this. I love styles like this because it gives you that illusion, especially with a top like that, where it looks like you've got a full 360 degree around the neck gemstone piece, but that back portion is done in your 18 karat rose gold vermeil chain. So it's going to take quite a bit off the top. If we added that second half of gemstones, you'd be paying nearly double the price point. And so it's a great way to get that look for less. I'm all about the look for less. Actually, do y'all remember that show? I think it was on TLC. It's called The Look for Less, and I'm dating myself right now, but they would go to the mall. They would go all over America. They would go to the mall, and they would have like a contestant, and they'd have 2 normally, and they would give them from like a magazine. They would give them a picture of a celebrity in a particular outfit, and they would have to go into these department stores in the mall and create that outfit as close as they could for less. Y'all, I thought this was the most fun idea. I wish they would do that again because I loved it so much that I would actually then try to go to the mall and like do this myself. I should just get friends together and we should go do that. That'd be really fun. It's just fun because you're like going through, you're trying to create something that looks as close as you possibly can. I actually literally did this in department stores because I thought it was just such a fun show. Does anyone remember that? I think it was the same people who hosted What Not to Wear who hosted that show as well. But it was really cool. I wish they'd bring it back. I don't really know how they could though, because now you have so many like influencers and bloggers who do that for a living. So wouldn't be quite the same, but it was really fun to watch. And I'm all about finding that high-end look at a fraction of the price, and that's what we do here. with pieces like this. So your starting price on this necklace was going to be $335. We're going to apply your coupon code and bring you to $251. So just over $250 with a $50 budget pay. $50 on your budget pay. All right, friends, it is 11:11. It's been a while since I've been on the morning live stream. So if you're new here, you don't remember. Whenever I'm hosting the morning live stream at 11:11, we take a pause, 30 seconds. You can make a wish. You can take a few deep breaths. You can set an intention for the day. But I think it's a really great chance for us all to take a few deep breaths, recalibrate, and set our intentions. So take your 30 seconds, do with it what you will. I know everyone's commenting 11:11. It's 11:11. Okay, everybody, take your time, make your wish, say your prayer, breathe, whatever you need to do to have the best day you can. All right, y'all, I did mine. It was a pretty big one. I needed to calibrate myself. I've got a lot of hours here between TikTok and live stream, so I needed to definitely recalibrate myself so I can have the fuel and the mental capacity for the day. So I hope y'all all took that time. I think we could all benefit from doing that. Even when we're not on the live stream, y'all, if there's a certain time that resonates with you, it doesn't have to be 11:11. It could be your birthday, right? It could be 7/27. It's my birthday. Every time you see that number, take 60 seconds and breathe. Take 60 seconds to say a little prayer, whatever works for you. All right, friends, that necklace was shop 9. Now we are getting into another bracelet. Yes, that's a great point. Isaac makes 2 good points, actually. One, yes, it is a great time to get in on Valentine's gifts because they will be raising the prices before Valentine's. It's also a really great time to get in on Amethyst because with Amethyst being the birthstone of February, the closer we get to February, you might see Amethyst prices increase as well, right? Because there's going to be a higher demand for it. Y'all, I am in love with this style on this bracelet. So for me, I like high-end. I like luxury. Y'all just heard me. I just said I like the look for less. I love something that looks designer. I mean, I have fallen prey to designer goods. This looks designer. Now, I'm going to measure because it says 7 1/4 inches. Okay, so it's 7 1/4. Let's see. But you can adjust it down. So it actually goes from 6 3/4 to 7 1/4. Okay, so if y'all are wondering what I mean is, see that adjustability there? So you have 1/2 inch of adjustability. So though it says, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry guys, though it says 7 1/4, you are gonna have the adjustability from 6 3/4 to 7 1/4. I love this. Okay, so what we've done is there are no accent stones. Your entire carat weight, 12.6 carats, are coming from African amethyst. Entire carat weight. You've got 11 ovals making their way around the wrist, bringing you 12.6 carats, 8 by 6 millimeters on every single one of those ovals. Now, yes, it's adjustable, so it's going to be a lobster claw. A little bit different when we come to a bracelet, right? Oftentimes, they're going to be insert tabs. But with the lobster claw, it is going to give you adjustability, which is really nice. I'm trying. Might prove to be slightly more difficult. There we go. Got it. Oh my goodness. This is so pretty on, isn't it? Okay, so let me take you through how they designed this. So in between each one of these, well, first let's talk about the amethyst. So you've got the oval. What they've done here is this is going to be in an 18 karat yellow gold vermeil. But what they've done here is they've done beading. So sterling silver beading. It's like dotting the halo with little dots of 18 karat gold vermeil. So they're kind of just like dotting. So instead of a gemstone halo, like instead of a white zircon halo, instead of a moissanite halo, we've done this dotting in the 18 karat yellow gold. It appears like you have teeny tiny little gemstones there, but it's actually dotting of your vermeil. Again, a really price effective thing to do. Then in between each one of your amethysts, there's 2 rows of these really cute little like Rolo links. These Rolo links or loops. And so that's where you get that very high-end designer look. Look at that on the wrist. This looks like something you would find between the dotting and the 2 loops. It looks like something you would find in a high-end luxury jewelry store. You expect to see a designer name stamped inside something like this. And y'all know me. I haven't said that about everything, right? Like, I'm deeply transparent. When something looks designer, it looks designer. Like, there's just a certain essence that something has when it looks designer. This has that essence. This has that look. So we are not looking at the price point y'all are seeing on your screen. $239.99. No, not today. We're not doing that. We are actually bringing you down to $144. $144. And then you have a budget pay of $28.79. $28.79 is your budget pay. I can't believe that. For something that is so fashion forward, so designer inspired. 5-star rated. Love it. All right, friends, this one will be Shop 10. This might be my favorite piece of the show so far. This is very much my style. I have a very interesting style. Sometimes I surprise myself. I'm like, is that my style? I guess it is. All right, friends, Shop 10. Shop 10 will be for your designer-inspired bracelet with that lobster claw. So again, you're getting adjustability. This is going to be one size fits most. So if you've been concerned about bracelets, maybe it is a Valentine's gift, like Isaac said. Maybe you're getting ahead of time for a February birthday. Getting the adjustable is going to be really smart because you don't have to worry about their wrist size. You can just use the lobster claw closure to know that it's going to fit pretty much every single wrist out there. Shop 10. All right, Isaac, I'm sorry you feel like you might be getting sick. You need a doctor up, friend. My mom was so sick. She's finally getting better, although I talked to her yesterday, and she was still coughing like crazy. The cough just lingers with whatever flu is going on right now, you guys. The cough never ends. My poor mom, she got sick 2 days or 3 days before Christmas, and her cough is still, like, she couldn't get through a sentence without coughing. So, Isaac, doctor up. I posted on my Instagram, my Facebook, my like winter protocol, my immunity protocol. It's like 3 different supplements, liquid supplements, so they absorb in the body better, and I actually linked them on my Amazon storefront. So anybody who's interested, if you want to get your immunity up, you can purchase those on my Amazon storefront. And I get a little commission. So if you are interested in purchasing those, it does help. Angie actually bought my protocol, I call it. And she said as soon as she took the oregano oil, she literally stopped coughing and hadn't coughed since. So it worked for her. It was working for my mom. All right, you guys. Oh, yeah. Isaac, I forgot. You're February as well. My mom is too. You're February 9th. My mom is February 22nd. Okay. Ooh, another really neat combination, you guys. We're actually using Ethiopian Willow Opal in this one. Now, I'm going to start by saying this Ethiopian Willow Opal is a little reminiscent of Moonstone to me. So it's a little less milky and a little more translucent on the Ethiopian Willow Opal. So you're still going to get, I mean, without a doubt, you're still going to get the flashes of the rainbow display. So you're going to see, as I look into this opal now, I see green, yellow, pink, purple, blue, orange, all within each and every one of those opals. However, it's more of a translucent base. So with Ethiopian Willow Opals, sometimes we see like a white milky base. You can tell here, a little more translucent. So kind of what you would describe as like a Moonstone meets an Ethiopian Willow Opal, but it is a genuine Ethiopian Willow Opal. And you're going to get 18 of those. So a carat 93 of Ethiopian Willow Opal, 4x3 millimeters on every single pear cut opal. Okay, and you've got pear cut opals going all the way around, and they're doing what I call the domino effect. So they're not placed upright like this. They're leaning on one another. So you have this kind of like domino effect going all the way around your Ethiopian Willow Opal. And then you have an inner halo here of white zircon as well. So that's going to give you a nice flash of light right next to your amethyst. The amethyst is a 14 by 10 millimeter oval opal. I'm getting my words confused. You're getting 5.5 carats on your oval Amethyst. Tongue-tied and mind-tied as well. I don't even know what I was just thinking there. And then you've got a really neat band. So I actually haven't seen a design like this in a while. On the band, it's like 2 ribbons come together of white zircon. So it's kind of offset. It's not right in the center of the ring. Each side kind of goes to the side a little bit. There's a really neat angle and curve to it. All right, friends. Size range in this one, we have 6 through 10. 6 through 10 available. This is done in your 18 karat gold. Or no, oh my goodness. It's a rhodium over sterling. I'm looking down under the light. Sometimes things can appear a little more golden. It's a rhodium over sterling. All right, y'all. Starting price is $224.99. We will bring you down to $168.74. And then with your budget pay, you're looking at $33.75. I'm going to measure right through the center there. Top to bottom is right around an inch. Right around an inch top to bottom. Yes, Miss Pet Perkins, love it. I love it too. It's really unique. Yes, Hunter and Angie have both been sick. I think Angie's pretty much well though. They both stopped by. I had a little New Year's get together. They both stopped by and they were feeling better. Hunter just has a lingering cough. It's like he cannot get rid of that. And honestly, working 5 days a week probably isn't helping his cause right now. He should probably take a break and like sleep for 24 hours. Okay, you guys, here you go. This one will be shop 11. There's that ribboning I was talking about. That shows you better what I meant by kind of the offset band. Ooh, we have a pair of stud earrings, you guys. These are the only stud earrings of the show. We've actually had not that many studs. So it's kind of nice. Isaac, I made 75 in tips the other day, but I was out in the snow with 40 miles per hour winds and only 18 degrees for, oh my goodness. Freezing. 18 with 40 miles an hour wind. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm glad you made good tips out there. I would hope so. Hope you have a really nice winter coat, which I'm sure you do, being in Ohio. Okay, you guys. We're getting into luxury, but quiet luxury, understated luxury. Gotta start saying things like that. I watched the new season of Emily in Paris yesterday. So my fashion terms might be a little more up to date. We are looking at AAA Moroccan amethyst. So we are getting into that really deep, vivid purple. These are going to be studs. So these are like classic, easy to wear, all day wear. Again, if this is your birthstone, I would say this is a great purchase to make. Your birthstone is something that I feel like you want a classic piece, right? You want something that you'll wear for the test of time, something that you'll wear forever, that'll stand the test of time. And a pair of studs like this, you can wear with anything, right? You can let it it can blend in. It's not a huge piece like this. You're probably going to kind of want to make sure this matches your outfit, right? If you're wearing like, I don't even know, amethyst does blend pretty well, but if you were wearing like a pink shirt with red hearts all over it and leopard print pants, this might be a little much. That might be a much on an outfit, but I think it sounds kind of cute. But a pair of earrings like this, you could pretty much put with anything. Like you don't have to think too much of this. Does this match? Just put them in. They're actually done in gold. So they're AAA. And that's kind of what we do here at Shop LC is if something is a graded gemstone, so if it's a AAA or quad A, AAA we're going to put in gold. Quad A, you oftentimes see in platinum. So like really high up there in the luxury world. So a carat 60. That means each year you're going to get 80 points of your gorgeous Moroccan amethyst. And then the earring backs, the post back on these is going to be done in 10 karat gold. So if you are someone who has skin sensitivities and you have to wear gold or you have to wear a particular metal, these are going to be done in 10 karat yellow gold. So you're going to get the durability, you're going to get the wearability, and then you also get a style that is truly timeless, right? The price point y'all are seeing is $270. We've already marked these down. So your start price today is $202.50. Then we've added the coupon code, which is giving you a crazy good deal. You guys, if these were just amethyst studs in vermeil and rhodium, that'd be one thing. These are amethyst studs done in gold. So we really are taking you to a luxury category, but not at a luxury price point. Your price point is coming to $151. $151.87. Insane. And then you have a budget pay of $30. Wow. If you have someone in your life who is born in February, this would be such a great gift for any age range. You never grow out of studs, unless they're just someone who doesn't necessarily care for studs. I know my mom, she would much rather wear a dangle earring than a stud. Totally get that. But most people, if they wear studs, to own a stud like this would be dreamy. They will wear them forever. They will keep them forever. Just so easy. And if you gift somebody something, you want them to wear it, right? You want them to wear it frequently too. You want to give them something that you know they'll get use out of. Alrighty, friends, these will be shop 12. Shop 12 for our gold and AAA amethyst. Oh, goodness, Isaac. Yeah, Miss Pat's right. Now, I wonder you got sick. A sore throat and runny nose. Ugh. To me, that's the worst. Like, knock on wood, I haven't gotten sick. Lord Jesus, please help me not to get sick. Sore throat, I'm out of commission. Like, y'all, I will not do. I'm such a baby when I have a sore throat. Like, I feel like I just stop functioning. It's like, I can be sick with a lot of other things, nausea, whatever, coughing, runny nose. But if I have a sore throat, I'm like, the misery of a sore throat. I'm so sorry, Isaac. I do some spray, some Chloraseptic, rinse with warm salt water. I was trying to think of what else I was going to say. There's a lot of remedies for sore throats. Yeah. That's it. I get like, my mind gets kind of spacey, and I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee today, so bear with me. Okay, I'm thinking about Isaac. I'm thinking about him not feeling good, and then I'm looking at this ring at the same time. Okay, let's get to it. All right, y'all. We're getting into GP collection again. My fave. Love Gaia. So, GP collection, Royal Art Deco collection. And when you look at this, you're instantly like, oh yeah, yes, that is Royal Art Deco collection. That is what we're seeing right here. It looks so Art Deco. And this is actually kind of funny because earlier, Miss Pat commented and said, I don't love my birthstone or something like that. Well, wait, this is chrome dioxide. Never mind. I thought we had peridot, but it's chrome dioxide. Very similar to your birthstone. So this is just, I mean, look at the shape. The shape is what makes it so Art Deco. The shape, the design. So your center stone is going to be a 3.25 carat African amethyst, 9 by 9 millimeter, octagon cut. And then you have white zircon just creating the most gorgeous structure that then we have placed 4 African amethyst pairs and 4 chrome dioxide. Okay. Now, oh, and y'all, I was just notified by John, actually, that distracted me as well. TikTok is going to be canceled today. So, no TikToks today. So, I will be back for the 2 to 4, but John had just texted actually 2 minutes ago saying TikTok is canceled. So, I don't know. I guess I'll resume on Monday. All right. So, look at this structure. You have almost like these little loops and swirls in your white zircon. The corners are going to be where we have the pear-shaped amethyst. And then in between are where we have the round chrome dioxide. So they're alternating around. I think this is just such a cool design. It does. It looks like something you would pick up in an estate sale, in an antique store, something that was custom designed, something that was from the Art Deco period. Gaia in particular has nailed the Art Deco designs. Now, it is a statement ring. I have it on the middle finger, and I feel like it takes over the whole hand. Like, it definitely is the focal point. It is the centerpiece. You were looking at 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. So that is a big ring. It is done in rhodium over sterling silver. Price point on this one. We're actually starting at $140, and we're going to go down to $105. Y'all, sizing, I have exciting news. We are starting at size 5. We've only had, I think, one other ring that actually started at size 5. So petite fingered friends, here you go. Yes, I know. It's a big, bold ring. It does not mean petite fingers can't rock it, okay? I have very petite fingers. I wear a size 5. Sometimes I can even wear a 4.5. I would wear something like this because I would probably wear it on the middle finger because again, I feel like it just creates like a focal point for the hand. Look at that. It's so pretty. All right, y'all. $35 on your budget pay. Now let's find that secret sapphire. So as we look at the under gallery, you'll notice up top you see GP, and down here you see your secret sapphire. It's there. The secret sapphire is there. I love that. And y'all, the edges aren't straight either. I think that does kind of also go into that Art Deco design. You have the rounded, curved, kind of scalloped edge that goes all the way around. Really beautiful. And the way the amethyst is cut, it's an octagon, but it's a square octagon, and 2, it's almost reminiscent of an Asher cut. So when you look into the stone, you see a lot of depth. There's almost like a stair step cut going down. So you see a ton of depth going through in this amethyst. I love it. All right, y'all, that one will be shop 13. Now we're about to bring out the matching pendant. And this one we'll go through fairly quickly because it is a direct match. Isaac, big pile of sad. Aw. I'll be back at 2 though. So yes, you can take a little nap. You should take a nap to feel better. Have some chicken soup, some chicken broth, and take a nap. Get yourself feeling better. Some hot tea with honey, ginger, lemon. You don't want to start off the year and be sick for a week, you know? Okay, now here's a matching pendant. 9x9 again millimeter on your amethyst. It's a 3 carat 25, so direct match. Everything about it is a direct match to the ring. This one will come with the rhodium over sterling silver chain. It's going to be 20 inches in length on the chain with a lobster claw closure there on the back. So you're getting the chain included, ready to wear, ready to gift as soon as you get it home. Ooh, and I actually want to show y'all guys real quick. When you get these home with the GP collection, her packaging is so beautiful. Okay, so it's this green packaging with the gold. It's almost like gold little hearts. They are hearts, kind of dusted. You got the GP logo. And then even on the interior, y'all, every piece comes with a kind of faux suede pouch with the GP logo. So when you're traveling, you can keep your jewelry in the little pouch. Her packaging is some of the best packaging here at Shop LC. So if you're looking to gift, I highly recommend GP pieces because the packaging is just absolute perfection. Okay. So here's the pendant. Again, it's nice and prominent, very noticeable on the neckline. It'll be, what was I saying, 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom there. And we're matching the price. So $105, $35 on budget pay. Easy breezy. Here they are together. Now, these are not pieces that I would say you necessarily need the matching pieces, right? You could wear this with just a very simple amethyst earring. You could also wear these with chrome dioxide pieces. But, I mean, they look beautiful together. They are a little large. So for me, I don't know, I might go with one and then mix in something else. But it's all about your personal style, right? If you just like big and bold, wear them together. Like, there is nothing wrong with that. Actually, a couple of days after Christmas, my grandmother and I, we went to downtown Grapevine in DFW, and we were in one of the little stores. And my grandma, like, she loves bling. She's on here right now. Y'all know she loves bling. A lady came up who was about her age and said, "You're my age. You'll be honest with me. Are these two," like, she asked her about jewelry. And my grandma was like, "No, not at all." And, you know, I think sometimes people think, "Oh, I can't wear that style. It's too much for me. That's too big for me." But if you like it, then it looks good, right? Like, I mean, it's what you like. It's what makes you feel confident, feel good. And, so yeah, I don't know. I just think that's a better perspective to have, is like, if you feel confident in it, if you feel good in it, then go for it. All right, that pendant will be shop 14 with the matching ring being shop 13. Your love it reaches. It's not good when I have a song stuck in my head, y'all, because I'm not a good singer. I hate to traumatize you guys this early in the day. Time is going by, though. It really is flying by. We've got not too much left. We should get through most of this. Okay. First pair of hoops of the day. Hoop-de-doop. Okay, these are called Tears of the Moon, and these are actually a match to the bracelet we had. So remember the bracelet with the African Amethyst and the Sleeping Beauty Turquoise? That was like our 4th item, I believe. These are the matching hoops. So these gemstones is going to be the double row again. So you've got a double row of paracut amethyst, and then those interchange with round blue Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. So the African Amethyst will be 2.5 millimeters in size. Those are going to be, actually that's your Lagoon Turquoise. The African Amethyst are 7 by 5, and then the Lagoon Turquoise is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Now, if you're wondering about Lagoon Turquoise, I forget who I was with. I think I was with Steve, and we were talking about this the other day. So Lagoon Turquoise is actually kind of like a family member to Sleeping Beauty. So it's going to have the same appearance of Sleeping Beauty Turquoise, but it's found just like a few miles away. So it's technically described as Lagoon Turquoise. So if I'm sorry on the bracelet, I don't think I distinguished between the two. It is in the family of Sleeping Beauty Turquoise, but a slight variation. So I'm sorry, you guys, that I didn't get into that on the bracelet. I kind of just slipped my mind. But when y'all see Lagoon Turquoise, it's a family member to Sleeping Beauty, and it's going to have the same robin's egg blue color. It's going to have the same purity, no graining, no veining in your gemstone. Total carat weight on these are 12.10. Majority of that, of course, 9.9 actually coming from the African Amethyst. And these are nice big hoops. I'll show you the back. The back is done in the rhodium over sterling, and it's kind of like a woven design. Measuring these for you guys, we've got 1 inch in diameter on these. So that's the sweet spot for a hoop, right? 1 inch in diameter. Price point was starting at $150. We will take you down to $112, and then you'll have a $22.50 budget pay. $22.50 on your budget pay. And they're also, again, going to be a hinge back, so no earring back to worry about on those. What was I thinking in my head? Something I wanted to say to you guys about the jewelry, and I lost track. Those will be shop 15, okay, shop 15 for the only pair of amethyst hoops that we have in our show today. Now we're going to continue on with some multi-gem pieces. And this combination we're about to bring, to me, reminds me of like Mardi Gras. It's like the Mardi Gras combination. So what we have here is a center stone that is going to be your Moroccan amethyst, quite large actually. It's a 12 by 10 millimeter oval, 4 carats 25 on that center amethyst. Now, as we make our way around this stone, we're actually alternating between 2 different stones. So you're going to have chrome dioxide, and you're going to have Orissa rhodolite garnet. So the chrome dioxide is going to be that vibrant green hue, and then the Orissa rhodolite garnet is going to be kind of that nice warm wine color tone. So you're alternating between those two. And man, I want y'all to see that on. Look how beautiful this is. Do y'all see what I mean? How it kind of for some reason reminds me of like Mardi Gras. Really pretty. A little parade going on right there on the hand. And it's a large piece. The outer edges are also dotted in white zircon. So you got a lot going on in this ring. Sizes available to you are 5 through 10. 5 through 10. Isaac, I won't talk for 10 minutes. You can do 4 items. That's okay. We're making our way through. We're doing good. From top to bottom, right through the center is about 1 inch. So that is a nice, like, elongated look, vertically placed. So it's going to give you the nice elongation there on the hand. So here we'll walk through the design. So you've got the oval, and then the rhodolite garnet. Those are going to be hair cut, alternating with marquee cuts on the chrome dioxide. But something interesting that they've done here is all of the prongs surrounding the amethyst, or surrounding the chrome dioxide and the garnet, have been dusted with a darker rhodium. So when we do a darker rhodium dusting, that just gives you a more cohesive look around those particular gemstones. So oftentimes if you have a darker gemstone, if you have a very warm gemstone, we'll do a little rhodium dusting, because instead of those prongs kind of standing out and adding this like pop of light, the prongs will be more cohesive with the gemstones. So I kind of love that they've done that. I think it's a smart move. And then we go back to the traditional rhodium over sterling where you get into the white zircon. That's going to add to kind of the shine and the brightness of the white zircon itself. Isn't it so pretty? Yes, Ms. Pat, it does look custom. It absolutely looks custom. All right, you guys. So start price on this was $180. Another surprise. We've had a lot of surprises today on prices already being dropped because actually we brought this down to $135 without even the coupon code. So $135, it's remaining from clearance. We're going to apply the coupon code, which takes you to $101, and then a budget pay of $20.25 for this. $20.25. Sizes, I think I might have mentioned it, but if not, it might have been the other ring, 5 through 10. Again, petite finger friends, we have a size 5. So we have that full size range right now. This is when you want to get in on pieces when we have the entire size range available to you. Okay, this one will be shop 16. Now, coming up next, we're going to have the matching pendant. So shop 16 on the ring, shop 17 will be the matching pendant. And the pendant is going to have the rhodium over sterling silver chain. It will be a 20-inch chain with a lobster claw closure. Now on this one, no adjustability. So it will sit at 20 inches. Don't let that stress you because it's small enough. You can loop this off if you need to, if you wanted to put it on a shorter chain and use this chain for something else. This is such a pretty pendant. Honestly, you could even put it on like a very short chain or a ribbon and almost wear it as a choker. What is going on with me? I cannot get this to. Thank you. Did it. Okay. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? So direct match to the ring. So I just went through the details. We've got the amethyst, we have the chrome dioxide and the rhodolite garnet, and then the white zircon on the outer edges as well. So you're going to have a direct match in carat weight, in gemstones. Only difference here is you're getting the 20-inch chain included versus having the band. So similar gram weight in the silver because you're going from a ring to something with a chain included. Y'all, the chain included is a big deal. If you go out shopping, oftentimes you can find sterling silver chains for the price point that we offer the chain and the pendant. So it's a really great deal. And we're going to direct match the price. So we're bringing you to $101 and a budget pay of $20. So I'll show all those two together real quick. There is a bundle and save option. Put those together. So they are big, bold pieces. You could absolutely wear them together. Personal preference. If you want to go big, if you want to be a bit more subtle, completely up to you. All right. All right, friends, that one will be shop 17. Now, if you do the bundle and save, you're looking at getting home on a budget pay of like $36, you guys. Stack the bundle and save with the Live 25. If you need any help with that, contact the personal shoppers, all right? Shop 17 for the pendant, shop 16 for the ring. Just a few here left with you. If y'all want to see anything from earlier on in the show, please let me know. Now is kind of that time where we can go back through anything that y'all were looking at. If something caught your attention, I would love to show y'all that again. Isaac, one, you're welcome for the voice message. It was our belated Christmas because since my mom was sick, we celebrated Christmas last Sunday instead of on Christmas because my mom was finally feeling a little better. Two, you should not be drinking Dr. Pepper and water right now. You should be drinking water and electrolytes and vitamins, not Dr. Pepper when you're feeling sick. Come on, Isaac. Get with it. Okay. This is gorgeous, you guys. Dipping into the luxury category. So this one is going to be Luxoro Collection. So we are looking at 10 karat yellow gold. We are looking at lab diamonds, luxuriant lab diamonds, okay? So you're going to have a triple A Assure cut on your Lusaka Amethyst. It's an 8 karat 15, 12 by 12 millimeter. 8 karat 15, 12 by 12 millimeter. You've got diamonds on the outer edges. Now there's a little secret to the way those are placed that we'll let you in on in a minute here. You've got gorgeous graded lab grown diamonds, part of our luxuriant collection. Those are going to be G to H in color, SI clarity. And your carat weight on the diamonds is 66 points, all done in your 10 karat yellow gold. But here's the trick. Here's what sets this ring apart, because it's not just the Asher cut and then you see a square halo. No, what they have done here is you have your diamonds moving around, but here on the edges, they've placed two larger diamonds on each corner. So that gives you more of a shapely design, more of a unique shape as you're making your way around the edges of that ring. So completely different look than just having a traditional halo. You actually have that unique design. It almost gives it like an octagon design because each edge has these squared off edges. So completely different look. Really, really nice look. Like this is, if you're getting something luxury, you want something different, right? This is definitely going to have a different look on the hand. And it's done in 10 karat gold. So that's really nice because it again, is going to be the most durable of your gold options. It's going to have that metal alloy, but that's going to give it more strength for overall wear. Sizing on this one, we have 6 through 9. 6 through 9 available. Size 10 is sold out. So if you were a size 10, you can still comment shop 18. And when you see the size 10, just click on it and put in your email. If we get it back, if they're able to make more, they will notify you and we'll get that to you right away. All right. I would go ahead and maybe screenshot or write down the pricing today. And possibly when we get it back in stock, maybe they'll be able to price match when they have your size. So start price today is $1,175. After your coupon code, y'all, we're literally going under $1,000 for gold, for amethyst, and luxuriant lab diamonds. Lab diamonds are diamonds. I know you've heard us all say it, but I like to reemphasize same chemical structure, same chemical compound, just made in a different environment. So we are bringing you down to $881.24 with a budget pay of $176. Get it home, try it on, fall in love for under $200. And this one will be shop 18, okay? Shop 18. Now we're going to bring in a piece of home decor. We have a massive amethyst specimen. And I love this, y'all. We actually have huge amethyst specimens all throughout our Shop LC offices and studio. They're like on wheels. That's how big they are. Like they can't be picked up. They're literally on wheels. And they're in different corners of our office. We're talking like huge. So beautiful, you guys. You see all of the amethyst crystals within this specimen. As you turn it, you're going to see every layer of that amethyst specimen. Now, of course, Queen Bee Cheryl, she is the ultimate when it comes to specimen. This is not my specialty, I'll be real. But I know it looks gorgeous in a home. And I know when we see specimen like this is going to be the extra large size. It's the only one remaining, you guys. The extra small, the small, the medium, and the large have all sold out. People are loving the amethyst specimens. And they come with the stand. So the stand is already, it's not even something you put on it. The stand is actually attached. So you just set this out in the home. You don't have to worry about a stand. You don't have to worry about anything like that. You just set this in the home. This is the kind of home decor piece that you see in things like Architectural Digest, right? That you see in homes that are done by interior designers. Like these are the types of things that people put in their homes. They are so high-end, so luxurious, and you can get yours for a fraction of the price. Did y'all see over Christmas, I think it was Anthropology was literally selling like a rock, and people were like pranking their family members and like gifting them this like $50 rock that was like home decor. I would much rather spend my money on something like this, right, than a rock. I'll go outside and pick up a rock. Not knocking you if you like it, but I'd rather have something with crystals. And it's a genuine amethyst specimen. Right? This is not something man-made. This is a genuine amethyst specimen. Now, every single shape and look is going to be a little bit different. You are getting the extra large, so you have an approximate carat weight of 28,300. It's going to be in that vicinity. But each shape and each one is going to look a little different. You can tell even here, the one I have on set versus the one right there behind me. This is a little more elongated. This is a little more round, a little more oval. So yours is going to be a 1 of 1, which is, again, why I love organic amethyst in specimen form. No two pieces will ever be alike. Each one is individual and unique and different. So I would say if you want something that's going to elevate your home, if you want something that people are going to walk in and go, whoa, did they hire an interior designer? This is something that would be amazing. You could put this on a side table as people walk in. You could put this on a bookcase. If you have a nice big office, you could put this behind your desk, like on a little shelf or an extra table, sofa table. You could put this in a bathroom in the corner. I mean, there's so many ways you could display this, but it is gorgeous and it's so design forward, you guys. $360 is going to be your start price. We'll bring you down to $270 after your coupon code, $270 with a budget pay of $54. If you've never put a specimen in your home, give it a try. See what you think. You might be like, I don't know, that's a little too woo-woo for me. I'm not even getting into like the properties or the metaphysical of amethyst. That's not necessarily my thing, honestly. I let Cheryl take the lead on that. If you believe in it, you believe in it. If you don't, you don't. But I'm just talking about the beauty, right? This is beauty found in nature, created by God. It's pretty amazing, right? Okay, friends, this one will be Shop 19. That's the only home decor we have of the show. We won't have home decor in the afternoon show either because it's lab diamonds. And unless we start creating lab diamond home decor, we don't have anything for you. That would be really crazy if we did. Oh, they're saying DJ is really quiet today. DJ is not with us today. But DJ is pretty quiet anyways, you guys. Elias chimes in the most. Okay. Wow. This is insane. This is Italian Garden, and I am mesmerized. Why can't I get that word out? What is going on with me? Isaac, how's Lex doing? Do you still see her? I do, not as often. And we've kind of taken a step back from our podcast, and she lives about 45 minutes away. Austin's big, you guys. So she lives in South Austin. I live north. So we are quite far, and she's actually not going to the same church anymore either because she wanted something closer to home. So I don't see her as much, but she's doing good. She wasn't feeling well. We talked on New Year's Day, and she was coming down with something. So hopefully she's feeling better. I need to check in on her, actually. But thank you for asking. Okay, y'all. GP Italian Garden Collection. So this is actually going to be Rose de France Amethyst instead of African Amethyst. Remember we were talking about how Rose de France is going to be really soft and light. It's going to be lavender, but like very soft. Almost translucent. Y'all. This ring, this center stone is like translucent. And what they have done is underneath, they have placed a panel of additional gemstones. You've got peridot, you've got African amethyst, and you've got citrine. They have placed those underneath the Rose de France amethyst. So I want you to look right here. You're actually seeing the floral display not only on the outer edges, but underneath the Rose de France amethyst. Okay, so you're actually seeing the floral display underneath your amethyst. Isn't that so neat? I have never seen something like this. Of course, leave it up to Gaia to come up with a piece like this. That is amazing, you guys. Wow. Sizes 6 through 10 available on this one. This is going to be starting at $230. $230 will be your start price, bringing you down to $172 with a $34 budget pay. Now, let me measure this one because it's huge. I mean, that is a big, bold piece. Isaac, you should eat soup, okay? I'm going to mother you right now. You should eat soup. About between 3/4 of an inch and 1 inch from top to bottom on that one. And you see the very distinct flowers as you make your way around in the, oh, actually there's a rhodolite garnet too. So you've got a rhodolite garnet, peridot, African amethyst, and then citrine making their way around in the floral-like display. And then the additional gems underneath, which is just so neat. It's like a panel of gemstones underneath that stone. This one will be Shop 20. Shop 20 on your Rose de France Amethyst. Gorgeous GP collection piece. Of course, it'll come in the packaging as well, so great for a gifting item. Yes, I miss Lindsay as well. Such a sweet, sweet girl. I hope she's doing okay, you guys. I hope she's gotten well and is recovering and just enjoying life with her husband. I'm glad they added Danielle, though. Yeah, Danielle is amazing. Danielle actually was at my house on New Year's Eve as well. So that was really nice. She worked the live stream until 10. And then she came over just in time to be there for the countdown. And it was really nice. Okay, you guys. So this is a bargain find right here. All right, you've got African amethyst. And you also have amethyst beads. Now, to break a misconception, beads are not like, these are not glass beads. These are beads done in genuine African amethyst. So you're going to have a 5-stone kind of strip right there in the center, and then the beads going down the sides. You do have a lobster claw closure with 2 inches of adjustability, or 1.5 inches. So you'll go from 6.5 to 8 on your adjustability there. This is starting at $105. So actually coming down to $78. So this makes a really great gift, even for like the younger generation. So if you have a daughter, the fact that it's adjustable, maybe she's 13, her birthday's in February, maybe she's going to go to a father-daughter dance, and you want to gift her something sweet. This is $78, and it's adjustable. So it can fit her tiny wrist now, and then as she gets older, she can loosen it up. So it makes a really, really sweet gift. Also, just for anybody that you're not sure of their wrist size, it's not only at a great gifting price point, but it's also really easy to gift because of the wearability, right? $78, $19 on budget pay. Y'all, that is such a good deal. $19 on budget pay. We had other gemstones. Some are selling out. So I would definitely take a peek at this. It's a really high rated item for the price. Y'all, there's 87 reviews with a 4.6 star rating. So I would go read those behind the scenes. Just comment shop 21 and you can actually look at all of those. Looks like a lot of people are gifting this one. So comment shop 21. We've got one final piece for you guys today. I breezed through that second half. Who knew? Oh, Isaac, I told her to stay another hour. I'm sure she was like, heck no, I'm getting out of here. I got to go have some New Year's fun too. She was so sweet. Her and her boyfriend brought a pie. It was really nice. Brought an apple pie over. Okay, you guys. So we are looking at platinum over sterling silver, 3-stone ring. You got some white zircon in there as well, but you got some really nice metal work, some really nice work in your sterling silver that adds just some extra enhancement. You've got 3 oval amethysts, 2 that are going to be 6 by 4 millimeters, 1 that is going to be 9 by 7 millimeters. That will be your center stone. Kind of a past, present, future ring done in amethyst. And again, giftable pricing, you guys. $69.99. $52.50 is going to be your price with a $13 budget pay. Sizes in this one are nice as well. We've got 5 through 10. Really nice size range. So let me show you what I meant by good sterling silver work. Is on the outer edges, top and bottom, there's kind of like this, these arches of sterling silver. So there's a little bit of negative space, but there are these arches in your sterling silver that create a really nice design around your African amethyst. I can get over that price point though, right? $52.50 to get home. I mean, the quality on these, they're not graded, but look at how deep in color those are. Like, compared to graded, y'all, those are really, really rich in color. Also, this was item number 1. If y'all want to go back, this is utilizing moissanite and vermeil. But doesn't this look like a gold and diamond piece? It totally does. And we had earrings and a pendant. So shop 1, 2, and 3 for those shield cut. They look so expensive, but they were not. Like, they were like under $200 each. Okay, you guys. Any final questions? Anything that you would like to see again? We will be back with you guys at 2 p.m. with Luxuriant Lab Diamonds. So excited for that show. So if y'all love your lab diamonds, make sure you pop back in. Isaac, please don't eat something bad. Please go eat something healthy to get yourself feeling better. Anyone out there, if you're suffering from a cold, doctor up. You don't want to be sick these cold winter months. All right, friends, see you in a few hours. Have a blessed day. If not, bye, guys.